One of the most common questions military retirees ask after accepting a federal civilian job is this: can I collect my military retirement and a FERS pension at the same time? The short answer is yes, in most cases, you can. But there is one major exception that requires careful planning. If you do not understand that exception, you could make a costly decision. Let's break this down clearly and strategically. The general rule: military retirement and FERS retirement are separate systems. Military retirement is earned through active duty service. FERS retirement is earned through federal civilian employment. If you retire from the military and later complete enough years under FERS to qualify for a civilian pension, you can collect your military retirement pay, your FERS pension at the same time. This is completely legal and common. There is no automatic offset. There is no penalty for having two pensions. This is often referred to as dual retirement. Where confusion begins: military service buyback. The confusion comes from one strategic option available to federal employees: buying back military service. When you become a federal civilian employee under FERS, you have the option to pay a deposit so your prior active duty service counts toward your FERS pension. This is called a military service buyback. If you buy back that service, those years are added to your civilian service total. That increases your FERS pension calculation. But here is the critical rule: if you are receiving regular military retired pay based on active duty service, and you use that same service credit toward your FERS pension, you may be required to waive your military retired pay when your FERS pension begins. That is the trade-off. You cannot generally receive credit for the same years in two pension systems at retirement. Important distinction: this waiver does not happen when you take the federal job. It does not happen when you submit buyback paperwork. It only becomes relevant if you retire under FERS, you use the bought-back military service, and you are receiving regular military retired pay. That timing distinction is important. When you can collect both without issue, you can collect both pensions simultaneously if you do not buy back your military service, or you buy back service but do not use it toward your FERS pension, or you are receiving certain types of military retirement that are exempt from waiver requirements, such as reserve retirement in some cases. For most active duty retirees who keep systems separate, dual pension collection is straightforward. Military retirement continues. FERS pension is earned separately. The strategic decision: the real question is not whether you can collect both. The real question is whether you should integrate the systems. If you buy back 20 years of military service and add that to 15 years of civilian service, your FERS pension calculation becomes significantly larger. But if that requires waiving military retired pay, you must compare lifetime value of keeping military retirement versus lifetime value of a larger FERS pension. This is a mathematical decision. It depends on your high 3 civilian salary, total years under FERS, retirement age, pension multiplier, life expectancy. There is no universal answer. Tax considerations. There is another layer many overlook. If you keep both pensions separate, you may eventually have military retirement pay, FERS pension, TSP withdrawals, Social Security, all taxable at the federal level. Dual pensions increase income stability, but they also increase income stacking. Without planning, this can push you into higher marginal tax brackets later in retirement. The goal is not simply to collect both pensions. The goal is to coordinate them intelligently. Common myths. Let's clear up 3 misconceptions. Myth 1: you automatically lose one pension. Incorrect. Only under specific buyback scenarios. Myth 2: you cannot legally receive both. Incorrect. Dual pensions are common. Myth 3: buyback is always better. Incorrect. Sometimes it increases lifetime income. Sometimes it does not. Practical framework. Before making a buyback decision, ask: how long do I plan to work under FERS? What is my projected high 3 salary? What would my FERS pension look like without buyback? What would it look like with buyback? Does waiving military retired pay increase or reduce total lifetime income? If these answers are unclear, analysis is incomplete. Final takeaway. Yes, you can collect military retirement and FERS at the same time. Military retirement and federal civilian retirement are separate systems. The only time coordination becomes necessary is if you choose to buy back military service and use it toward a FERS pension. That decision requires comparison, not assumption. Dual pensions can be powerful, but strategy determines whether they create leverage or inefficiency. Clarity always comes before commitment.